Hey guys, going to the theater with the brother. The brother. The brother. Not nice. Um, so yeah, you guys will see what movie we're watching at some point when we're watching it in the dub. Or not the dub, the sub.
You're not even filming yourself that well.
Well,
You're like,
so we're gonna go watch the sub of a movie.
Hey guys, Smokey here.
Going to be part of the review. Just going to have the experience of going to a theater.
Finally getting to the Infinity Castle review. Me and my buddies watched 2 days ago. My buddy and my brother. And technically I consider one my brother because I've known him since he was in kindergarten. But he got me into Demon Slayer. My buddy did. Which I think I mentioned it in the movie, or not the movie, but I'm pretty sure I did a review of the show because I remember doing a thumbnail for it. So yeah, I'm gonna double check that after I get done filming. I watched the movie, cried a little bit at the beginning. If you when Shinobu, I think it's how you say. We watched the sub version, so it's not like we were watching the. There's a glitch in my notes, oh boy. Sorry. But we watched the sub because it was the only showing we were able to get to. The other showing was past my brother's bedtime because he got school the next day. And we actually didn't have to get pull out ID to have him get a ticket. They just let me buy him a ticket, which was really cool. Well, the tackle, I don't know if they just didn't care. They thought he looked old enough. Because he looked like what my dad did in high school, and I don't even think he's in high school yet. He's a freshman this year. I can't remember. Yeah, the movie's good. I like the movie. There's a little bit parts where it felt a little dragged out, and we'll get into it when we get into it. But same point time, most of those parts where it was dragged out at, it was so good. And the one it picked, like when we started watching it, it felt like I just watched the show yesterday. For some reason, for the most part, I have really good memory when it comes to shows and stuff. I don't know if it's some form of ADD that makes me remember that stuff or something great, like, some kind of, disability, I guess, or I guess in this case it's an ability because it's YouTube videos I'm making with this stuff. But, feels like I just watched it yesterday. And it picks up good, and the animation is phenomenal. I think Sony did some of the animation for the movie. I could be wrong. But the animation's good. The acting's good for the Japanese part, even though I never watched the sub version of the show. I watched the dub. But my buddy, at first, he was mad we were going to have to watch the sub, and then he's like, you know what? I just want to go watch the movie. After saying for 3 days he didn't want to watch it for other reasons. The story was Zenitsu, which now these notes are what I wrote right after the movie, so bear with me. I'll do a more proper review when the movie comes to streaming next year. Loved watching Zenitsu actually have balls in his fight with, his co-successor. That was really good. Then you got Kazuka's, or Kaza's, Kaza, that's what was not, I don't know why I put a Kazuka in this, or Kazuka in this, because me and my buddy, like I said, I can't remember his name. But Kazu's fight with Tanjiro, it gets so brutal, but it was so good. We'll get into that more in the end. A little bit more. They direct stuff, and it was good to see Tanjiro use more of that fire breathing that his father taught him. I'm trying to get the story, but yeah, so that was really good. Guy, you or you, however you say it, I can't remember right offhand. Watching and admiring Tanjiro and admitting he could become a Hashira, and then it causes backstory. So I'm a sucker for a good tragic backstory, right? And I don't know when this video is going to come out, so I'm going to go ahead and spoil it because it should be about 2 weeks by the time I get done filming and editing this, since the movie's been out. Kaza going from just being a kid stealing for his dad, he kind of reminds me a little bit of Jason Todd in a way. Yeah, he goes to steal stuff. In this case, he's stealing money to buy medicine for his dad. His dad gets ashamed of him and goes and plays jump rope with his neck I think is what he did, if you know what I mean by that. Then he, moves to a different town and just beats up 7 guys, which is crazy for somebody. He's between 12 and 15 at that point. Well, yeah, he'd have to be 15 because he takes care of the one girl for 3 years. And his master, which I still think is funny in the English version, his master is played by Channing Tatum, and that is so funny to me because that role's kind of serious, and Channing Tatum's not exactly a serious actor when it comes to most things. But yeah, him learning patience with the dude's daughter, and them starting to bond, and only for it to be taken away from him after he actually gets on a good path, and then what he does, I know it doesn't show it, but they say he does to the people, and Muzan coming to think it's a demon, and I'm not sure exactly how long Muzan's been a demon, and creating demons at this point in time, but that was just I was shocked that I could see a person get mad enough to do what Akaza does. And then at the end, where Akaza's asking all 3 of them to forgive him, and he's just broken because of Tanjiro reminding him so much of the girl who was taking care of his father. And that's why he never liked Tanjiro, but at the same time, he has respect for Tanjiro. Is good. Yeah, that's the main thing I wrote about on this review. The other, Hashiro's and Team Tanjiro really weren't doing anything. Nezuko's in a coma kind of thing, and they're trying to cure Zenitsu's fight. Shinobu's death. I was shocked, but as we were waiting for the movie, I was on Facebook and saw a spoiler for it, so I was like, oh. And I told my buddy, I was like, okay, there's a death in this that might make you cry. He didn't care. He didn't like her. To put it in his words, I did not like that bitch. So, I don't even remember her being a real bitch. I mean, she was kind of cocky, I remember, and she wanted to kill Nezuko. It kind of, chased Nezuko around, but other than that, I don't really remember her being a bitch. And then for her, student that she kind of adopts as a sister, to see her being engulfed as she's dying and kind of being in the same position that Shinobu was in with her sister. I'm really curious to see how part 2 is. I want to read the manga so badly just to see what happens, but I know if I do, I end up spoiling it for my buddy who will kill me because he will not read manga. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the movie. I mean, I liked it. I will rate it 15 Nezuko's out of 10. There's a few people I work with that went and saw the movie, and we all came to an agreement that the ending was the best part of it. And like I said, some of it just kind of felt dragged out. The ending, it felt dragged out, but once again, going into it, it's just like, oh my god. The fight was kind of what got boring because I didn't know where it was going. So I was like, oh, he's just going to keep coming and going to either kill Gayu or something's going to have to kick here. Or, they will cliffhanger it. But where they ended it at, I do like. Everybody's still trying to deal with, the master's death is good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else to really say besides I fucking love the movie. That's it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.